Last year, the New York Times called the Mexican artist Martin Ramirez simply one of the greatest artists of the 20th century. What is so remarkable about his achievement is that every artwork was created inside a mental institution. Mr. Ramirez, who died in 1963, was an immigrant, and for the last 30 years of his life, he was institutionalized after a diagnosis of schizophrenia. Many studies around the world suggest that creative people often share more personality traits with the mentally ill than normal people in less creative pursuits. Brooke Davis Anderson, the director and curator of the Contemporary Center at the Folk Art Museum, says, "The latest exhibit shows that Mr. Ramirez developed artistically over the years, employing a greater use of color and a bolder exploration of the abstract near the end of his life." In this documentary, we aim to discover the true meaning of art and if it can be used as a tool of healing, or it is simply an escape from our sorrow. Our road took us to downtown Toronto.
When I feel like I want to draw or do something, I do it. I feel like I do it. In art, I feel concentrated.
When I produce these very big, large-scale projects, a huge part of my work is really community engagement and getting people to be involved in the project. And really getting people, because when I'm creating it, I'm not only just creating for myself, it's really creating it to make a social impact and an impact in the community. So the workshop is a part of that project, and it's really a part of, it's getting communities involved, and the workshop is pretty much color therapy, getting people to think about color and think about their emotions and how it can be impacted through color. Again, there's a lot going on right now. I mean, just yesterday there was a shooting. I mean, people are just really on edge about everything. So color can be a true medicine. When you see a huge wall full of color, you're like driving your car or you're like walking down the street to your home, you're not really expecting to see this massive, large-scale, colorful thing in front of you. That makes you stop and makes you kind of take it in, and for that microsecond you're already thinking about something positive in that tiny second, and that for me is huge. Artists, we all have the power to bring something good to this world.
I used to be an artist. People come along patting you on the head and saying you're good, but they're not buying anything. So going, and then you eventually you get sick because you don't have anybody there to tell you maybe you should stop and do something else.
I absolutely 100% agree.
You know, people pass by and they're like, "Oh my God, I love the colors. They make me feel so happy." It's you know, you're doing something good for people. Art to me is vulnerability. It is fear, and turning that fear into something beautiful that makes people feel better.